If you've ever wished God would speak to you, I want you to know that he already does. And if you're thinking, nope, stick around long enough for me to explain. This will change your life. I saw a video yesterday, and it was a video of a man watching a woman's video while nodding his head. And I really hope that trend ends in 2026. But this woman was saying that Jesus spoke in parables because he knew that people don't like to be told that they're doing something wrong in a direct way. And more people are more likely to listen if you share truth indirectly so that they can discover the truth for themselves. Then she tied it into neuroscience, showing how Jesus was ahead of neuroscience in an attempt to make the message more palatable for the people who need their truth seasoned with science before they will taste it. And on its face, it sounds pretty accurate. But if you read Matthew 13:10 through 17, you'll quickly discover how wrong this woman is. The disciples asked Jesus, "Why do you speak to them in parables?" And Jesus answered them saying, "To you, it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been given. For to the one who has, more will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. This is why I speak to them in parables, because seeing they do not see, and hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand." Basically, Jesus spoke in parables so that those who reject him in their hearts could not understand. If you don't know, Jesus says on multiple occasions that the evidence of your love for him and his Father is that you obey his word. In Matthew 4:4, Jesus says, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God." That is an instruction to read the word for yourself and follow it. Failing to do so is flat out disobedience. And if you think I'm judging you, this is something I ignored most of my life. So stop wishing God would speak to you and start listening by going to his word, especially when anyone has a word to share with you, whether it's at church, in your Bible study group, at the grocery store, or on social media. Because if you can't be bothered to search the Bible for evidence of the truth of a purported message from God, God is not going to set you up for a fall with additional messages of knowledge and wisdom that you are not equipped to handle. Think about it. Why would God speak directly to a child of his who he knows is highly susceptible to being deceived about the source of messages, visions, and revelations? If he can't trust you to trust him, then you're more likely to trust yourself, your own understanding, which is 100% not derived from God. Proverbs 16:25 says, "There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death." If you're not reading your Bible and executing its instructions, there's a good chance you'll head to a literal dead end. God is offering you life in the Bible. But if you don't take that and invest your time in it so you can multiply its impact in your life and in the lives of others around you, you will not hear from God. Remember the master who took the 1 talent from the servant who buried his and gave it to the servant who had 10? In Matthew 25:29 through 30, Jesus essentially repeats his words recorded in Matthew 13:12 and expands on the severity of his message, saying, "For to everyone who has will more be given, and he will have an abundance. But from the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the worthless servant into the outer darkness. In that place, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." So stop ruminating over why you don't hear from God or have spiritual gifts, and start doing the things that will allow God to be able to trust you with his spiritual gifts. Follow his word. Save this video to watch later and use some discernment before sending it to someone you care about. Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day.